mine, I call them, I call mine acres. My team is the larger team of Purity and I, we call it acres of diamonds. So I have made some, I want to show you what I have done. That is on WhatsApp only. I have quite a number. Let me, just a minute. Okay, all right, now I have it now. Let me share with you so that you can have a look at what I have done. And so I hope you can see what I have done. These are some of the groups I have. If you count them, they are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are some that even have only 4 customers. Others have 100. Others have 134. Others have 200. I mean, they vary. And sometimes I just get a group. I get a group, and then I put them together, and then I start sharing with them. I start sharing with them whatever I want to share with them. And sometimes I just greet them. Another time I tell them about the products that are going. I share with them a clip. Now, this is the beauty. All the people that are in that group, that are in those groups, hawajui. They do not know that they are in a group, and they do not see each other. But I communicate to them as a group. When they respond to me as individuals. So hakuna siasa, because ile siasa inaweza kuwa ama anything, any differences ni mimi na huyo mtu. Sio yeye na watu wangu wote. And I find it a powerful tool in reaching out to many people. So that is the broadcast. The broadcast is quite a good one when you are actually making a business. You can share the product there. Now, another thing that you need to note about the broadcast, when you make one, let's say it is for 100 people, it is normally good for you to identify, you write them a certain name. What I mean is this. You can save somebody, James Kamau, pale mwisho umeandika pengine Rev, ama Reverend. Not necessarily. Kuna meeting niliwekwa, for example, ya kulikuwa na Reverend, na na wahubiri wengine, nikatengeneza group yao. Lakini sasa, so that it would make it easy for me to make that group, kila mtu nikimwandika jina, pale mwisho naandika Rev. Sasa najua hiyo group, kila mtu nitamweka kwa that broadcast. Let me show you the example. Probably that would be better for me to explain in that. Just a minute, just be patient with me. I get you that one of the example of Rev. Just a minute, kindly. This should be coming just now. Now, I go to a meeting, ama nawekwa kwa group fulani. Siku hizi nikiwekwa kwa group, sitokangi tu hivyo. Ati nimekasirika, naanza kuuliza nani ameniweka huku. Nakaa tu. Lakini as I stay there, sitatoka bure. Sitatoka bure. I will get out of that group, but with something. Let me see. Let me show you. Another time they put me in a group that had preachers. So this is what I did. I hope you can see it. Wale ambao sikuwa najua, unajua naona namba ya kila mtu. Lakini wengine sijui majina yao. So nawapatia numbers. Sasa unaona kama hapo nilikuwa nimefikisha kuna Reverend 183, Reverend 158, Reverend 40, Reverend 166. Hao wote wako kwa group. Kwa group moja sasa na waita Rev. Nikianza kuongea na wao, finally nitaanza kupata majina ya mtu. Nikipata jina lako sasa na kubadilisha. Naandika jina lakini siachi kale ka Rev nilikuwa nimekuweka pale kwa mwisho. Niliwekwa ingine ya harusi ya Shadrach. Sikukataa, niliingia. Lakini nikiingia kazi yangu, kwa sababu najua hawako kwa biashara, kazi yangu ni ya kuokota zile namba. Si mmeniweka kwa group. Na si kwa ubaya. Na nina make sure ninaongea kwa group ili pia mnanijua kidogo. Sasa naanza kukuuliza, nikianza kuweka ile broadcast na kuuliza, and by the way, umefika kwa wedding? Sasa unajua pia mimi nilikuwa naenda kwa wedding. Hata kama hatujawahi kutana. So finally, I will get somebody there to tell me. Slowly I will introduce them to the product. Slowly I will invite them to a meeting. And the beauty of it is this. Now I am dealing with an individual, not watu wote. Sasa I'm dealing with one person at a time. But there is a trick with that, what we call the broadcast. If somebody has not saved you in their numbers, the message may not go through. So this is what I do. For the first messages, I send individuals. Si nilikuwa nimeandika Rev pale mwisho. So nikiandika ka message na select pale juu Rev, naletewa Rev 5 na waweka na watumia ka message. Naletewa ka message tu ka normal one. How are you? How have you been? Si ataniuliza kwanza wewe ni nani, una nini, na najaribu kumuelezea vizuri vile tulipatana ama pale tulikutana. When somebody has responded to you, even if it is once, now when you send the meeting in the group, itafika. Lakini kama mtu haja kuongelesha, hamuja wasiliana on one, hata umweke kwa group, hata kuwa anapata message zako. Hiyo note that one carefully. So allow me nitoke kwa hiyo, kwa broadcast, niende kwa kitu, bado kwa WhatsApp, niende kwa kitu inaitwa status. Ningekuomba ufanye hivi. Kama sasa tumeingia msimu, I think I'm speaking a lot of Swahili. I hope I'm allowed to speak a lot of Swahili. I think when I stopped teaching English, I now resorted to speaking in Swahili. But I will try to keep English on course. But I discovered we are now getting into the season of politics. Don't use your status for siasa. That you are in UDA, ama uko UDM, ama uko wapi, you are supporting Raila, you are supporting Ruto, you are supporting sijui who, you are supporting. Now, don't use your status for that. Don't use your bundles, don't use your phone to actually do somebody's campaign na hulipwi. Do the campaign for your product. Do the campaign for your business, and it will make a whole difference. So on this one on the status, I want to assume that everybody knows where the status is. Ukifungua simu yako, unajuanga status iko wapi. and what do you post on that status? I don't want to go to showing you exactly pale status inakuwa. I want to assume that everybody here knows how to post on status. Now, the beauty of the status is it will only be viewed by the people that are in your phone. Yani wale wako kwa phone book yako. Now, this is what I do. If I post something, I will quickly check who is checking. And I keep on checking who is checking. Now, when I get to know wale ambao nimekuwa those people that have been talking to them about business and they have not probably come into the business, but they have been checking my status, I put them down. I write them down. So naandika, I write these people down, and then I start now talking to them as individuals. I have one of my books here. If you look at it, hawa ni wale watu, I don't know that it can be clear on WhatsApp, but hawa ni baadhi ya wale watu wameangalia status yangu. Ukiangalia na kuandika. This is another page. If you check my status, I put down your name. Si uko kwa simu yangu. Then I start now dealing with you as an individual. Sometimes they watch a lot. They are many. Sometimes they are 200. So I may not be able to reach out the 200, all of them at a go. But what I also do is this. Some of your phones may have something we call a screen recorder. So if I realize, for example, there are so many people that have checked on my status, and I don't have time to check on them, all of them at a go. Let me see whether I can show you that one. So I will go to my status. Let me try to see that one. I'll go to my status, and then I had posted something, for example, today, and I have I had posted something on Better Guard. Nilikuwa nimetoa kwa mtu. I will also show you something that you should be doing. Don't be telling people to send you something. Ati nitumie hiyo nimeona, nitumie hiyo. We don't have to. Download an app called Status Saver. Status Saver. When you have the Status Saver, it will be saving all the status, whatever people have put in their status, so long as they are in your phone. So usio mtu wa kusema nitumie hiyo, hakuna haja. Jitumie wewe mwenyewe na bado utakuwa nayo. But let me check something on the status. I want to show you something I did today. Then I want to do something else. Just before I show you what I did, I had how many people? I had wale ambao wameona hiyo ni 123. So I want to show you these people what I normally do sometimes so that I don't miss them. I don't lose these people. So I will come, sorry, just a minute. Just give me a few minutes. I check this one. A minute. Kidogo tu. I'm maneuvering using my phone. The phone has now become another
Ndungu, is everything okay?
Just a minute, kindly. Just wait kidogo. I'm looking for that example so that you can see exactly what I mean.
Maybe we can move on, Ndungu, if it's taking too long. So that's because we are running out of time.
Okay, sawa. Let me, I think I have actually, I just got it. All right, okay. Let me get back to the meeting. So I wanted to say, you might find yourself, you have so much that you have, so many people have viewed your status. Like I had this status today, and that is the this is the status now. You can see it there. I was sharing something on BetterGuard, turn your back on cold and flu. So, and you can see 123 people had a look at it. So I may not have time immediately to have to go and show that, I mean, and talk to those people there and then. So what I will do, I will record them. I'll record those people. So I'll go to my phone and I will go to the screen recorder. And when I go to the screen recorder, I will record them there. I will have all of them recorded there. And then when I have now time, I'll come back to them and actually now talk to them. So there you are. So let me now just start something because of time. On Facebook. This is a whole world altogether. But allow me just to mention a few things. Kindly open an account. If you do not have one, kindly open one. Some people prefer to have a social one and a private one. But apparently some also open more than one. But on Facebook, I find it a bit tricky to post our products. What I find very productive is posting us when you are either enjoying or some meetings or with some people. And when it comes to Facebook also, you do not only have to post your photos, your personal photos. You can get photos of people that are performing better, even probably than you, and you get their photos. When you get their photos and you post them there, people will start talking to you. And normally I find it a bit tricky to engage them right on the wall. However, if somebody asks a question and asks you, how can I get you? You can give them your number on the wall, just like you have posted there. Because apparently now when you go to social media also, your privacy is also intruded in one way or another. So you give them, for example, you give them your number, but encourage talks behind the tent. You talk after, and the best place to talk is what you call the messenger. Make sure that you have activated your messenger. And with messenger, I also wanted to demonstrate that one for you, but allow me not to do it now. In the messenger, you can do like what we do in WhatsApp. WhatsApp, you can send a recorded video. You can record a video and send it to your friends on WhatsApp. Of course, you can use it on a selfie. You can do it you can do a selfie, and you invite people, for example, to a meeting. And many times, because those people know you and they will see your face, they will definitely, chances are they will respond in a higher number than they normally do. Now, on Messenger is part of Facebook. They have that. There is a place you will click, not really clicking, but you hold. There is like a microphone. Unaka hold, and then you talk. But that one only allows you to talk for 26 seconds. You can give your name and you invite somebody to a meeting. Huyo mtu ambaye akifungua message yake asome, asikize, atakupata hapo na atasikia sauti yako. Bado that is part of Facebook. And of course, you can also send the links on Messenger and all that. So, but on the issues of products, I find it more productive when you do not really go out to sell products on Facebook. Some people do it and they succeed, but I find it a little bit slow, and some people become a little bit apprehensive. So allow me to stop at that. I can see there is only 10 minutes to 9. Probably may have another chance, or somebody may have a question to ask in one area or another. All the materials I had, I realized I could not exhaust it because of also the element of time. But probably to conclude, you may not use every other social media. You may not use avenue or platform. You may not use every other. Master one or two, become an expert in that one, and actually use it. Fred, back to you.
Thank you so much, Ndungu, for that. That was powerful. I know the members have learned a lot. And this is actually a foundation, a start to social media. And the ideas you have given us, I mean, anybody who was at zero can now start moving and creating their page and growing in those platforms. And I must confess that those platforms are powerful. And I want to concur with you that the status has helped me move a lot of products. That's a fact. And you're able to get people from there who are viewed, and you're able to chat with them. And the interesting thing is the people you will actually see viewing your status. It's amazing. The people you see are people that you would not even think would be interested. Some of them are people you've probably talked to, but they're not interested in what you shared, but they are actively looking at your status on particular issues. And if you engage them, you can get some business happening. So for members, because of time, we don't have a lot of time. We have like 10 minutes to go. I don't know if there's anybody with a burning question that they'd like to ask. Okay, silence. Silence means that people are excited, they've learned, and they're happy with what they have.
Fred, I'd like to ask a question.
Yes, please.
No, Fred,
Yes,
can you
go
hear
ahead.
me?
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
As you mentioned, probably the people who are viewing your status repeatedly are people you had talked to, people who even were they reacted very negatively to the business and the products, but they keep checking your status. How do you rekindle that conversation?
Allow me to say,
apart from saying hello.
Okay.
Hi,
now,
Isaac.
Hi, Patricia. I think something that you can also do with such, because normally the people that will view your status are in your phone book. And you don't want to push it in a way that they will kind of react and probably block you or go away. What probably you can do, keep on showing the advantages of this business. Show how you are really enjoying the biashara. And then when you are short of materials, show somebody else in Tanzania, for example, like Vicky Shirima, I have used her in the last week. Show somebody like Vicky Shirima who has bought a brand new car. And start saying what the business is doing to people. You know, a number of those people, they don't know whether Vicky Shirima or Beatrice Musofeo or Hosiana Sanga, whether they are in your team. But when these people are actually making some progress, show it on your status. Weka hizo picha hapo. Show yourself in a party or whatever you are doing and all that. These people definitely will know whatever you are telling them actually hold water. Also post occasionally on a condition of diabetes, for example, or whichever condition, and show the products that can be used, such. And these people are viewing, and some of them have these conditions. They will actually start talking to you. And then allow me to mention this one, Fred. Sometimes when they appear there, just greet them. Wasalimie tu, bila story nyingi, wasalimie. Thank you. I don't know whether, Fred, I'm clear.
Yes, you are. So
okay, sawa.
I think at this juncture, what I'm going to do, I'm going to invite Pet to just give us the last word as we finish, because we have like 5 minutes to go. But I must thank you, Ndungu, for sparing your time. You've spent an hour with my team. I don't take that lightly. I don't think there are many people who can do that. That's being very, very selfless, and I truly appreciate it. I want to just invite Pet. Unajua Pet ni mwalimu kama wewe. So you connect at a certain level. So Pet, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Fred.
Go for it.
Thank you. And thank you, Isaac, for a wonderful session. I really wasn't using my broadcast and my status to full potential. Now I know what to do. Thank you very much. Originally, I had prepared for us to talk about persistence, but maybe we can push this to another training in the interest of time. So in closing, what I would really like to emphasize is what Isaac has said. All of us have WhatsApp. Every time we talk about social media, we only think about Facebook, we think of Instagram, we think of all those others, but we never really pay attention to WhatsApp as part of social media. And for me, what I have learned this evening is that, you know, if you are to start where you are, even as Isaac says, usiseme ujuangi tech, all of us, whatever our age, whatever our exposure, we use WhatsApp. So like he says, let us not just spend our time on WhatsApp, you know, chatting and laughing and politicking. Let us use it to its full potential. And I think Isaac has given us that opportunity. Thank you. And then the other thing I could say, maybe what I will mention about persistence, just a little bit of what I had prepared. Basically, when we talk about persistence, we are saying try and try and try until you succeed. Yeah. Now, in our business is about trying and trying and trying until you succeed. So we must always, at all times, keep going, keep going. Things may get a bit challenging, we get discouraged, but we need to keep trying. So there are a few points that I had about how you can build persistence in your business. So when we talk about persistence, of course, we must talk about consistency. That every day we must be able to be consistent. And the company has given us a pointer that we can follow our 3 key success habits: everyday use, everyday share the business, the products, and every day engage in some form of personal development. And in the process of doing all these 3 things and consistently doing them every day, we can actually find that we build persistence, because some days are better than others. You know, some days are more successful than others, but in all times, let us continuously go on doing it. Now, I have found that when we attend training, we gain a lot. You know, some of this information we receive in training may sound repetitive, But in continuing to listen to the same thing over and over and over again and doing something about it and listening to other people's stories, listening to other people's experiences, we actually find that we are able to keep going even when the going gets tough. So persistence means you keep going. We used to talk about when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. I think it is never more relevant than it is now, especially in network marketing. So let us keep going. Now, the points I have, I will mention them, and then at our future training, we can expand on them. How do you cultivate persistence and consistency? Cultivate the right mindset. Everything begins in our minds. You know, whatever we do, it starts in the mind. What we think, we do. So let us continue to think positively about our business. Let us think positively about our product, and let us realize that this is our business. Let's change our mindset. Let's keep positive. The other issue that you need to think about, make it easier to be consistent by creating goals, your daily goals. Obviously, we make our monthly goals, we make our weekly goals, our daily goals. You know, the one where you at night before you go to bed, you have your own goals of what you want to achieve the following day. So if we continue to create goals on a daily basis, that is one way of building persistence. Because you're saying, even if today I was not able to get all my goals, tomorrow I will do. So you keep doing. So create your goals. If you don't have your goals, it becomes that much harder to be consistent and persistent. And maintain them, you know, keep your goals up to date. You know, sometimes you have a goal and then things change, yeah? Like with everything else, change happens. Change is the only constant. So let us not just stick to the goals we wrote 2 years ago. Let us look at how we can update those goals and keep them current so that they're even becoming more and more relevant. And of course, the other thing that we need to keep ourselves consistent and persistent is planning. You know, let us plan for our successes. Let us plan for our failures. In everything that we do, there are going to be successes, there are going to be failures. A lot of the times we are afraid of facing our failures. Let us not be afraid of facing our failures, because by being afraid, we are more likely to give up. So if you face them head on, you identify where you're doing well, you keep improving, and you identify where you're not doing so well, and you ask yourself why, and face it head on, you are able to actually maintain consistency. And finally, I have 1 minute to 9. We take charge of our own business. You know, we are always told you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So in business for yourself means we are all CEOs of our own individual businesses. Isaac has talked about the acres of diamond. That is his larger business. And therefore, he is the CEO of that group of companies. If we are to talk about that group of companies called acres, they are the CEO, him and Purity. And that means they must take responsibility. If it is to be successful, it is up to them. And the same applies to us. If we are to be successful, it's up to us. Let us take our responsibility for our own businesses. Let's avoid making excuses why we can't do it. And let us get on and do it. Thank you, Fred. I think we need to do persistence at a future training. Thank you very much.
So thank you so much, Petronila, for that session. Thank you so much, Isaac, for the session that we've had. And thank you, members, for showing up. I'm sure everybody has gotten something that they can apply. For me, what I can say is that social media is scary at the beginning, but do it scared. Do it scared. And when you get some results, you start building it. I am doing it scared. It's new to me. But I'm getting excited as I go along, and I'm learning as I go. And thank you, Isaac, again. Thank you, Pet. I wish you guys the best month ever. Let's go out. Let's make it happen. I remember there's a month that Isaac's team sponsored more than 80 people on social media. So it is something that is huge. Let us take it seriously. Let us run with it. And I know you'll be able to achieve your dreams faster if you embrace social media. So thank you all. Good night. God bless. And we'll see you at the top.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.